Did you know that your childhood can shape the way you love as an adult? That's right. The way you were cared for as a kid or even neglected affects how you show up in your relationships today. And the best part? Understanding this could completely change how you approach love. The way you were loved as a kid, how your caregivers treated you, it's still affecting how you act in your relationships now. By the end of this video, you'll understand how your childhood set the foundation for your love life and how to change that. So are you ready to uncover the secrets of your love style? Stay tuned. Let's start with the good stuff. Secure attachment. Imagine this. As a child, your parents or caregivers were your safe haven. They were consistently there for you, emotionally present, responsive to your needs. This is the foundation of secure attachment. People who grow up with this secure base tend to be pretty awesome in relationships. They're comfortable with intimacy, they trust easily, and they communicate openly and honestly. It's about knowing that even when things get tough, your partner's got your back. But sadly, it's not always the reality for everyone. So let's move on to a different kind of blueprint, one that often shows up when those early needs weren't consistently met. Now, let's talk about anxious attachment. Picture this. You're a child, and your parents' love feels a bit unpredictable. This inconsistency can create a deep-seated fear of abandonment, a constant need for reassurance that you are loved and worthy. Fast forward to adulthood, and this pattern often shows up in relationships. You might find yourself constantly seeking validation from your partner, needing constant reassurance that they're still there, that they still care. Recognizing these patterns is a huge step towards healing and growth. The truth is, those of us with an anxious attachment style crave love just as much as anyone else. We just learn to express it a little differently, with a little more intensity, perhaps. Now let's talk about avoidant attachment. Imagine this. You grow up in a household where emotional expression is discouraged. As a child, you learn to suppress your needs, to become fiercely independent, to build walls around your heart, to protect yourself from potential hurt. Now, this doesn't mean you don't want love or connection. It's just that intimacy can feel scary, overwhelming, like a threat to your hard-earned independence. True intimacy, true vulnerability, requires letting someone see the real you, walls and all. It's about taking a risk, trusting that even if you let someone in, even if they see your messy, imperfect heart, they won't abandon you. It's about believing that you are worthy of love, just as you are. Talking about fourth character. Fearful-avoidant attachment. Imagine growing up in an environment where love and hurt were intertwined, where your caregivers were a source of both comfort and pain. This creates a deep internal conflict, a longing for love and connection, but also a terrifying fear of being hurt, rejected, or abandoned. So you find yourself caught in this push-pull dynamic. You crave intimacy, you long to connect, but as soon as things start to get real, those old fears resurface, and you pull away, pushing love away before it has a chance to hurt you. It's a heartbreaking cycle, a constant dance between wanting love and fearing its inevitable sting. But here's the thing, you are not defined by your past. You are not doomed to repeat the same patterns, to relive the same heartbreak. Does this feel like an emotional roller coaster you can't get off? Ever find yourself stuck in this push-pull cycle with your partner? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Let's talk about how this plays out in your relationships. So there you have it, the 4 attachment styles. Understanding your attachment style is the first step to changing your patterns and creating healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Awareness is key. Once you understand your own patterns, you can start to question them, to challenge those old beliefs that might be holding you back from experiencing true love. Therapy can be an incredible tool for healing those old wounds, for learning new ways of relating to yourself and others. Change takes time. It takes courage to face those fears, to be vulnerable, to open yourself up to the possibility of love. But I promise you, it's worth it. So which love style do you think you have? Secure, anxious, avoidant, or fearful avoidant? Let me know in the comments below. I want to hear your stories. Now here's a big question for you. How different would your relationships look if you understood your attachment style and worked on changing it? Could you start attracting healthier love? Could you finally break out of old patterns? I know I've certainly made some big changes in my own love life by understanding this. And trust me, you can too. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that'll help you build stronger, healthier relationships. And don't forget, the first step to changing your love style is understanding it. Let's keep this conversation going in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.